Elm Logistics. For all your logistic needs, call 631-299-3595. That's 631-299-3595. Elm Global Logistics. Pride, performance, and partnerships.
The Monty and the Pharaoh Show is brought to you by...
Because wine is your second favorite four-letter word. California wine, New York attitude. Good fucking wine.
Yeah.
Hit my right knee, my face bounced off the hood. I flew 42 feet from impact. I've been playing football for 3 years. I was going to be playing defensive end for the friggin' Dallas Cowboys. Like, it was going to happen. You know why? Because I saw it. And at 12 years old, I knew it. I hit by that car, you're never playing football again. And I started to play basketball, which I sucked at. And I sat on the bench when I finally made the team, and I never let that happen again. It taught me work ethic, which is inside my Hall of Fame ring. It taught me work ethic equals dreams. And that's what's on the inside of my ring. Exclamation point, DDP. Later in life, I tear my rotator cuff. Bill Watts is in charge at the time. And I know he's going to let me go, so I got to let myself go. And I got to get away to be able to come back. Jake Roberts moves in with me. Best thing that ever happened to me. I break my back. My wrestling career is over. I create DDP Yoga. It's not only the best thing to ever happen to me, it's the best thing to happen to everyone who has ever done it. It is not only changed lives, it's saved lives, and a lot of them. And it's I don't know if it's because of the resurrection of Jake the Snake, but it has helped so many souls get sober that really need to. It's mind-boggling how many souls it has helped get sober. Like, mind-boggling to me. And Jake, to be really honest, he was not the biggest fan of the movie. In the beginning, yes, but having to see it over and over and over again, it wore on him. Because who wants to see themselves like that? Then Jake went out and started doing his comedy tour, which is ridiculously funny. If you're a wrestling fan, it's ridiculous. If you're not, it's funny. Because he's just got the greatest stories. He's one of the best storytellers ever. And, you know, Jake, he met so many young kids who came to the show and thanked them for giving my dad back. I got my dad back, hugging him, crying. Like, that documentary has changed and saved a ridiculous amount of lives. And if anybody wants to see it who doesn't even really heard about it, or you think you saw it, because if you think you saw it because you saw some videos on YouTube, you didn't see shit. Go to Amazon Prime. It's up there along with Relentless, another documentary that we wrote. I should say we produced and did. And it was really the story of me breaking my back to where we are now. If you're an entrepreneur and you're trying to do something that's bigger than, then you want to watch that documentary because it'll inspire the fuck out of you. But it also shows you where I go down, but I come right back up again. Everything that has ever happened to me that looks like it's the worst thing has turned out to be the best thing. And I'm going to leave you with this, and I'm out the door. I'm sitting in Cody's trailer. You might not have seen it yet on Peacock. Well, it's on YouTube, actually. And it's the behind the curtain of the whole run. leading right up to Rock and everything. By the way, Rock, the biggest star in the world, and he's one of us. The Mania was already sold out, but The Rock being involved and having the vision to turn himself heel as the final boss. I mean, you can't write this shit. Like, with Vince being gone and Rock is on the board of TKO, it's like, you can't write this shit. And The Rock elevated everyone. Everyone.
For sure.
Cody
For
looked
sure.
at me, and I knew when he found out that it looked like it was going to be Rock and Roman. You can tell when you watch him in Behind the Curtain, it was killing him. I mean, I saw it, and he wasn't afraid to talk about it on Behind the Curtain on that documentary. But I will tell you the same thing I told him, and he will admit it was the best thing. There was two things I said to him. Breathe, bro. No, I mean deep breath. And exhale. You start to feel that anxiety and that stress, breathe. That's the best thing I teach anyone who's listening to me right now. Breathe. Why? When you're deep breathing, you activate the hypothalamus, which is connected to the pituitary gland in your brain, which helps you deal with stress and anxiety due to the physiological effect it has on our nervous system. When you're deep breathing and controlled, thoughtful breathing, you are sending neurohormones to inhibit stress-producing hormones, which triggers a relaxation response in the body. And I'm out on this. I told Cody, no matter what happens, it's going to be the best thing that ever happened to you. Because I know what that dark side looks like when you think it's the worst. But somehow, if you see it and you really believe it, it will find you. Tell me what kind of run Cody Rhodes is having right now.
Pretty great.
He's in the top 1%, bro.
Honestly, to me, I mean, I go back 50 years basically watching the sport. I think he's the greatest face in WWF/E since Bob Backlund, but that's me.
He's hitting it on all cylinders.
Yep.
And he breathes and he chills and he produces. And you've never seen it. I used to grab cameras from people and do the flicker and do no, don't relax. Because we had those little yellow things, right? And I do a snapshot. I watch him do that. He goes a step farther. He signs people's shit on the way out. If he's working a main event, he's going to sit around and talk to you afterwards. Nobody's done that. Nobody. And a lot of guys don't think it's not sustainable. It will be for Cody Rhodes.
Yep.
Well, Dallas,
It will be.
Dallas, I